to the Chop Shop Radio.
Back, dude, it's gonna be the first time.
The review.
This dude.
Hey, you back
2.0. Chop Shop 2.0. We have Cash in the background with his disgruntled commentary, but that ain't nothing new.
Nah, be in the building. BX Young G's.
How we sounding over there, sound man?
I don't know.
We had to send an ethnic person over there because the white guy kept fucking shit up today.
We got a special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying?
What was going on?
Yourself. You already know.
This is Mike Cesaroni. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Big sus.
Yep, that's right.
So what is it that, because so you've been described to me, we talked a little bit behind the scenes and a little bit on the Facebook stream, but you were described to me as an entrepreneur and a combat sports enthusiast.
Yeah.
Those were the words. I'm not saying those are the way you described yourself.
No.
That was the way that this guy
described
you.
So
is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think nowadays that word entrepreneur is thrown around a lot, and you know, a lot of people
think they're entrepreneurs.
I don't just have an LLC in a basement.
I mean, you could call yourself an entrepreneur, man. All the power to you. You know what I'm saying? I was telling my friend on the way up here, man. The day that we live in right now, it's an incredible time to make money. The streams of revenue are endless. Yep. I mean, people are making millions of dollars off of YouTube. The marketing game, the marketing game,
multi-million dollars.
I mean, Instagram. You got people making millions of dollars off of Instagram.
Games, bro.
So if you grow up now. Yeah, if you grow up and you're not doing something that you truly love, I highly suggest, man, that it's possible to do that now because of the technology that we have. This world that we live in right now. I mean, there's a bad to a good to social media. Everybody knows that, but if you use it to your advantage, you can really get a lot of things done. You know, I got a couple of businesses that I'm invested in.
Talk about it.
I had a drywall company that did very well. I'm an investor in stocks. I'm very big in the stock game, the Bitcoin game. Every time I bring that up, everybody has. It's good, man, and a lot of.
That's still foreign territory, right? Like
it's very foreign.
It's still unexplored territory.
It's very new.
But people are ignorant to it.
I don't know where it's going to go in the future. What I do know right now is there's a lot of money in it, right? And you can make a lot of money if you learn how to read the charts, if you learn, you know, what businesses and what companies are really, because there's a lot of companies that are coming out, they're putting out these ICOs, they're creating these companies with nothing backing it, and they're collecting billions of dollars, and what they're doing is they're collecting it, and right before they're supposed to go public, they dump the company, and they walk away with billions of dollars. I mean, there's tons of scams going on.
So it's a pumping dump.
It's exactly what it is. There's a lot of...
Something we're familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, it happens because there's... And what's really crazy about it is there's no regulations in it yet, so that's where these pump and dumps are coming from.
See, now he used it. So what are you gonna say about that?
I mean, that's a term. That's what they call it. You know, if you want.
This guy over here, he's having a problem.
Yeah,
back here.
He
if
just
you got another
justified
terminology for it, drop it down. I'll use it.
He said pump and dump, all of a sudden he became.
That's what it is.
He became
man.
vocal. I don't know what happened.
This comes from a long history of him using these gay jokes.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm on edge.
Leave it at that.
I have no idea what this man is talking about. Right?
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Go back and watch last week's show.
Just archive them.
Yeah, they recorded. Yeah,
So
they don't go nowhere.
So let me ask you all of that business aspect, which is important. But so you seem like somebody that, and you give off the energy of somebody who is business minded that. But so there's the financial aspect of it. But what is the enthusiasm around the combat sports?
Well, right now I'm involved with a company called CES Boxing, Classic Entertainment and Sports. It has an MMA and boxing division. It's actually I think it's the only promotional company in America that has both boxing and MMA.
Is that your family branch, CES?
Yeah, no, it's no relation.
Oh,
It's a crazy coincidence that I even got linked up with these guys.
We talked about that before you came on the show.
Jimmy Birchfield Sr., and shout out to the whole crew, Jimmy Birchfield Jr., Jimmy Birchfield Sr., Mike Parenti, Fred Blank, and Pat Sullivan. I mean, this team is amazing, and I'm very happy to be with them. What they do is truly amazing. I mean, we had one kid that just got up to the UFC by the name of Andre Sukumta. He was from Woonsocket. Awesome MMA fighter. I mean, this kid's phenomenal, and he was just...
right?
Yeah.
The dude that George was talking about.
Yeah, and he just went up to...
A friend of ours used to be
I think he actually went to school with my brother. I think my brother knows him.
Yeah, we send a lot of fighters up to the UFC, man. And on the boxing side, like I was just mentioning before we went live, we had a fighter at Madison Square Garden, Kyrie Gray Pitts. We got a big heavyweight by the name of Giuseppe Angelo Cusimano. He's from Sicily. I mean, this kid is special, and I can't wait for the world to see him because it's going to happen. I mean, I truly believe that this kid has the talent and he has the work ethic, to get it done. Because in this sport,
what's the kid from England name? That's not
Triple G, England.
the mixed kid. He knocked out the Russian dude. Could just have me battle with him?
Rocky Balboa?
No.
Heavyweight?
Yeah, he's heavyweight.
He's a movie.
Young dude.
Rocky 70,
What,
nigga.
Rocky didn't rock out a Russian?
Rocky 70.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Did Rocky knock out a fucking Russian?
He just gained a bunch of weight and he's coming back.
Long time ago, bro.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Did Giuseppe battle him?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I would put my money on Giuseppe with a lot of these heavyweights. I really would. Right now, we're
Just off his name.
You guys got to see him, man.
His name sounds like he just got.
Like he gonna fuck everybody up.
He comes over here. He flies in from Sicily. He knocks people out. He smiles and waves.
He don't say nothing. He don't say nothing. He don't speak. He just nods and.
What's huge in the sport? What's huge in the sport is work ethic.
I come to take your money.
That's all he says. I need money, like homeboy.
He's with the trophy and the white girl. He's with the trophy and the white girl.
He actually did last fight too. He left with a trophy. Maybe a white girl. I'm not sure.
That's off the books.
I mean, I could go on and on. I could honestly talk good about this.
Let me ask this question. Well, let me ask this question. But here's my question was the root question was. So you talked about the people and this and that, but what I'm saying is like, what is your why are you so passionate about this?
I've been training. I've been boxing and doing mixed martial arts my whole life. I mean, ever since we were kids, man. I've been boxing and.
First time you whooped your ass?
Yeah, no.
We'll talk about that. Going down.
Leave it alone. Y'all motherfuckers always want to do this shit. He's like, what about now, motherfucker? What about now, motherfucker?
You don't remember the sharpshooter?
Jesus.
I don't remember. Listen.
Jesus looking at him like I got him before he was that big.
Right now, I don't know about now.
He was a tough guy.
He was like 16.
Hey, we go back. me and this kid, we go back. I was just 15, 16 years, man. And it's funny, the story. I'll tell it real quick.
Is this story he gets his ass whooped? Because I want to hear that one.
No, we've always, we've always messed around, but
very diplomatic.
Yeah, exactly. So I was a young boy in Cumberland, right? Skateboarder, there was no separate. I see this kid show up to school. I forget it was junior, sophomore year.
That was senior year.
Was it senior year?
Yeah, because I only went to Cumberland after 6 months, and I was out of there with a diploma.
So this kid's straight fresh from the Bronx. He's got a ponytail, right? This is an all-white school. All-white school.
Was it like a?
Did he have a Puerto Rican ponytail?
Hell yeah! Oh yeah! I think it was. No. I think it was double-sided.
Or like a
Double-sided. It was the pigtails.
Yeah.
Was that pigtails?
Almost
French braids.
Two French braids.
Oh, he was Puerto Rican OG Bobby.
So I got.
He was getting attention.
Yeah. So I think I approached him.
Oh yeah.
Steven Seagal. Is that what he was?
Yeah, all that, all day. Look at him.
Nah,
so I think I don't know how we met, but I think I approached him. We were both into hip hop and stuff. So you know what it was? He used to freestyle. I mean, literally freestyle every minute he could get. I mean, he would walk down the halls just freestyle, and I was like, who is this kid, man? I mean, I could tell he wasn't obviously from around here. So, I went up to him, approached him, and literally, we've been friends ever since, man. We kind of clicked right away, and we just, he was over at the house all the time, man. We used to record music on like a little
cakewalk.
On Cakewalk Studio. So, we go back, man.
He's like, I get you any instrumental.
Yeah. That's when it first kind of got big, like the whole Cakewalk. Yeah. Slow computer death.
Yeah, that's like HIV
computer
death.
Every song you wanted and every virus you did.
You walked out of there with syphilis, bro. Like, how many viruses do you get?
Yeah, but album might never.
Gotta go to the doctor.
That's why.
LimeWire, Napster.
First time I went to his crib, I seen this kid. He had like 100 skateboards and they all were split in half.
Yeah, I had like a collection.
What the fuck happened? And he's like, I just like to jump.
That was his journey into extreme sports.
I was jumping off everything.
Yeah, I got good, man. I got
boards like in his room.
Yeah.
What the fuck you doing? Throw them away. He
a
had
badge.
trophies.
It's a badge.
So out of all of the ones, so we've talked about skateboarding, we've talked about MMA, we talked about boxing. Which one out of them? Because one has to resonate them more. You can love multiple things, but which one?
And
of
the
those,
MCing.
Like, yeah, like out of all of those things that we talked about, we talked about MMA, talked about skateboarding, we talked about the boxing. Which one resonates with you as an individual?
As an individual, that's a good
because
question.
you get what I'm saying.
Good
Because I do radio, I do music, and certain things resonate with me more. As a person.
The hustle.
Yeah, honestly, just making money. Honestly, just like he said, the hustle. I love a challenge. I love trying to work my way around a situation. I love putting fires out. It's crazy that sounds.
No. I work best under pressure too.
I do. Yeah, I do.
I get it.
So
I'll fuck up if nothing's going wrong.
I love all that stuff. I love MMA. I love boxing. Like I said, I'm huge into sports, football, all that shit. But the number one thing that I really try to do every single day is I try to get better every single day. I go to bed at night, man, and sometimes I beat myself up because I just think back and I'm like, yo, today just wasn't productive enough. Like today wasn't good enough, and I just try to always make the day better, you know. So that's about.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and this was one of the questions I had, because I had a couple of set questions that came up. Do you think that it's difficult to find the balance between making money, like actual money, because you know what I'm saying, like not just something like a little bit like a hobby, like really actually make money with something you respect? And let me give a little side note before you answer the question. What I mean is, right, if you're selling something or promoting something or trying to trade something with people that you don't respect, you just look at it as a commodity, you can do whatever comes to make that dollar. But if it's something that you have dignity and respect with, there's certain things, even if it means a dollar, you won't do because of your integrity.
Yeah. No.
So that's my question to you. You know what I mean? Like, do you find like challenges because you obviously respect this? You're not just looking
Absolutely.
at it like a product. Like, you're not just gonna give somebody a fighter and say it's great. Like, I can tell the passion from you. Like, you respect it. So is there a conflict with that, with making money? Because
yes and no. You know, anything that makes I mean, I grew up selling everything, man. Like jerseys, shoes, anything that was hot, man. When those fidget spinners came out, I got 100 of them, and I was selling. You know, like anything that kind of gets trendy.
You was the fidget spinner guy?
Yeah, no, I mean,
coming.
Yeah. Hey, listen. If it makes money, man, I try to get involved. I really do.
Think about the good stuff.
The usual suspect.
How much?
Like, do you like boxing or fidget spinners?
Hey, anything that makes money, man, I have no problem with. But like you said, there is some things that I wouldn't do. I mean, there's just some things.
But you get the point of my question.
Exactly. Yeah. If it was something that I didn't agree with morally, and I thought it was a shit project. Like I was approached the other day about an investment that somebody wanted me to make on their app, and it's an app kind of like Waze and Google Maps, right?
Okay, so Waze being the app that tells you there's a cop.
Yeah, it's a GPS
Google
app.
recently bought that, I thought.
Yeah, they did, right? So right there, what you just said, man, that's a huge competitor. Why I would want to get involved in anything that wants to compete with Google just doesn't make sense to me, right?
Yeah.
But
at the same time, if you compete with Google, and you start
the thing that I did,
there is no competition.
they can buy you out.
So here's the thing.
Let's give a take on that.
I'm sorry.
So I just want to finish before we talk about it. Here's the thing that did catch my eye was that on the app, it's you know the easy passes for toll booths.
Yeah.
When you go through and you don't have to pay.
Yes, it's built into into the app, right? It's connected to your card or whatever the case is. It's built into the app, so when you pass through a toll, it gets automatically charged to your account, right? Which is kind of cool. I suggested that they maybe sell
even
a
if you don't have an
patent.
easy pass.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
so your phone basically turns into an easy pass.
Well, because there's even certain places there's certain places whether you have it or not that they don't have a booth set up and they got like a thing and they tag.
Well, what they're doing now is they're taking a picture of your plate, and I think
without you even knowing almost.
Yeah, we realized me and my girl went to Atlantic City. And they had those shits. You go and we was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how come they got like easy pass over here, and then you don't have to go to the easy pass over here? We try to figure that shit out.
I'll send you a bill.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it's going though. Like it was very tough for me to even get involved or even.
So morally,
but I think
not morally. I just thought it wasn't. I thought it wasn't a good enough project for me to get involved in and put my because when I put my effort and I put my I give my commitment to someone that I'm helping out or investing in. I give it my 100%. I felt I couldn't give my 100% with that certain project because I didn't believe in it. Competing with Google is not something I want to do or I think could even be possible. Well, selling the patent, maybe, and that's what I was trying to go around, but he wanted to go full-fledged with the app.
Well, at the same time, it's funny because me and my brother was watching I don't watch a lot of TV shows. We was watching the Playboy Hugh Hefner story.
Yeah.
And, as Hugh Hefner was in business doing the Playboy shit for what, at least like 10 years before Hustler came out?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Hustler came out and they started showing pubic hairs. Hustler. Because Playboy.
That was okay back in the day. Hair was a thing.
No, that wasn't a thing. But Playboy was the only, like, real, like.
Skin mag,
for lack of a better term, thank you, Super.
Conversation.
So fucking, they was going for a long time. People was mad at them, but then when Hustler came out, Penthouse. I'm sorry, Penthouse. Sorry, Penthouse.
Wasn't Penthouse supposed to be the more classier one?
No,
that's right. Are you kidding me?
Way more raunchy.
Better get up on your porn history, nigga.
I'm not up on my
porn. So my point is, Playboy was more classy. Like had good editorial, he had good columns and shit like that. Like had good fucking editorial.
Yeah.
But when Penthouse came out,
Playboy had the political ones too.
Yeah, like Gentleman's Magazine. Yeah. Forums. Like, well, that's new word.
It wasn't dirty. It was classy, like the sophisticated man.
Yeah. So then Penthouse came out, but Playboy was so big at the time. Like that was a gutsy ass move to try to rival Playboy. You know what I mean? But they had a different angle. Yeah. Their angle was we're gonna show pubes. We're gonna be a little bit more. Yeah, gonna be a little bit more.
It's crazy that at one point that was like a sexy move to show pubes.
Hey, trends come back. You never know. It may come back.
I think that one's gonna stay going.
I don't know. They all come back, man. They come back.
And that's
big girls.
I'm not enthusiastic about that pot coming back. Big girls will always be here. They've always earned their place.
Chapstick on there.
So yeah, So going back to let's talk about if people want to get in tune with the CES and MMA and this fight. How can they look this up? Because y'all are moving over here. Because it looks over here, you guys got some serious sponsors. Twin Rivers. Let me first of all, you see him. He's everybody. All the ethnic people. There's KFC's here, so we're all paying.
You say black. I say black.
I felt like that would have been.
Well, you tri-racial, right? You tri-racial.
Now I'm tri-racial. A couple episodes, it wasn't a fucking thing though.
That's another thing too. Is we're always looking for sponsors, man. I mean, this is one of the biggest platforms. If you're in this kind of thing, if you're into MMA, if you're into boxing, I mean, this is one of the biggest platforms that you can get. I mean, our last fight, I think we had over 5,000 people at the venue, and everybody that walks into that building, man, can see your banner. Any small businesses out there who want to get in touch with me that want to, possibly talk about sponsorship, it's a great opportunity for any small business, for any big business.
I mean, it is because it's a way to grow too. And for the people at home, let me ask a question that I think that a lot of people
at home
is this question going to be? Are wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. In all seriousness.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna see if we want.
What is?
I'm gonna see.
This is not gonna be serious.
Nah, they ain't. Let's see.
What do you say? Don't
I'm a little offended.
I'm sure it'll be a good question.
I'm taking this serious. I'm a little that my integrity is being questioned here. All right.
Let's hear it.
Let me get to my.
I got a serious question. How much food costs an event?
Can I get to my serious question? How much for one rib? How much for one rib? No, seriously. No. All joking aside.
Right.
I'm going to ask what the people at home that are not here can't ask. I'm for the voice for the voice.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
What is the male to female ratio at these events?
I told you.
In the crowd?
Yeah.
Are you done yet?
I mean, I'll answer that seriously. Honestly, it's probably
All the girls
probably 50-50. I mean,
50-50.
maybe 50-40. I mean, maybe 40, maybe 40.
All the girls go with their boyfriends. That's why
That is.
Now we're getting into technicalities.
That's why.
I mean, I can't give you the exact number, but if I had to guess,
You ain't going there.
I'll say either 50-50 or 60-40, man. I mean,
it's a pretty good ratio.
It's a good ratio, and you know, this is the thing. A lot of the girls that do come out are very classy. I mean, we don't really get a lot of the. I don't want to say trash.
So the point we're getting to is if you're a sophisticated gentleman that appreciates combat sports and integrity and fun and a good ratio
and classy women come out to the event. Yeah.
Girls like to watch.
It's a great date night.
Girls do like to watch people get beat up.
But there is a lot of girls, and we have a lot of girl fighters, man. There is a lot of girls who come in groups.
Let's talk about that question. I'm gonna make a disclaimer.
This sounds like a ladies in
something
street
with a straight
situation.
Somebody asks a question with a straight face does not make it a serious question.
Seriously.
You're talking about a scarf right now.
Yeah.
You can picture this nigga with a Corvette, like seriously.
Why I never? I'm sorry. These guys don't pay attention.
Nah, it's good, man. It's good. I love it.
Punching.
So they do come.
Yeah,
we've already.
Yeah. They come in groups, man. I mean, it's a good place to be. It's a good place to spend a Friday night. I mean, it's you know, there's a lot of good people that go, and it's a lot of fun.
How long do you think? How long does it usually run though? Like 3 hours?
Well, it depends on the
3-4 hours.
Yeah.
3-4 hours. The doors usually open up at 7. Events usually over at 11:30, so
that's
good. 4.5 hours.
That's a good night.
This next one, April 6th, is it's going. It looks like it's going to be like
this is going to be packed. This is going to be packed. Oh, well, most of our events at Twin Rivers, we have a couple pro-am shows coming up.
Does that give it like a Vegas kind of vibe to it?
Oh yeah.
Like
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Have you ever been?
Yeah.
Have you been to the fights though?
Not to the fights. No, never.
Anybody ever been to the fights?
No.
I haven't.
So when you walk in, man,
I watch these guys lose money at that casino.
I don't gamble. I can't gamble.
I feel like a dick.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good with the dice.
Good at gambling?
Gambling bad too.
I'm not good at gambling.
When they say that, they're hard.
I was just gonna say.
I'm good at gambling.
I'm good at betting on.
I'm broke, bro. I'm good.
Betting on people.
This is what you gotta know though.
Coffee.
I figured it out.
I'm not knocking on it.
What happened?
So
I love coming.
Me too.
So I have a final question. I have a final question, and this really is a serious
Is it the final question?
No, it really is.
Whoa,
no, this is a really serious question. So you have shown, you've given me an inspiration. So you have you talked about meeting him. Well, G's.
Yeah.
You talked about, and that had to do with hip hop. We talked about extreme sports. So here's our predicament and how our worlds
Speak
can
for
connect.
yourself, buddy.
When I say our, I mean me and like I guess my family, not this guy.
Yeah. Chopp. I mean, it's
I'm
You see the kind of bravery it takes to go forward with this kind of doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't know where you go.
So no, real talk, like on my word, like real talk, like real shit. There's a lot of problems, I think, in the community everywhere, but especially here in this hip hop community. When I say hip hop community, I mean like promoters, rappers, DJs, everything.
Shit.
And there's a lot of like getting into this young shit of this like social media, like conflict and like bullshit. I think that we need to set up a league of like hip hop related shit where people can come and like fight it out instead of like just battle rapping.
That's
like,
not gonna work.
It would have worked
in the 90s, I think.
No, it didn't work in the 90s.
It would have. Nowadays, niggas.
I wasn't running about you.
But that was celebrity bullshit.
That's what he's talking about.
They don't know how to fight. They don't know how to fight, yo.
Exactly.
That's the crazy shit. A lot of the young, a lot of these young niggas. That's what I'm saying. Like you tell niggas square up, but they swinging like girls. And it's weird. Like I'm not even trying to make fun. Like a lot of these little niggas don't know how to fight.
The one thing, a bunch of old dudes I want to beat up
the young boys, but they shoot.
Exactly. Yeah, like you can't. They always want to shoot somebody. The one thing I want to see a shot on Christmas because they argued with him. Like
they listen it like
like they shot the dude at the festival, broad day, cameras everywhere, right in his face. Like what do you?
So the one thing I do want to say to the younger generation if the younger generation is watching, man, is I really wish that they would understand the resources that they have, right? They truly do, man. I mean,
that's true.
I was just saying it. I'm going to say it over and over. The day that we live in right now, it is possible to do anything that you want to do, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If you have a passion for something, seek it out and go do it. You know, don't stick with that construction job that you hate doing. You know, if you're into something that you really hate doing, you know, it's not going to lead to good things in life. You're really just going to feel like shit all the time. I've been there.
Don't just be a dreamer.
Don't be a dreamer. Do it. Because right now, you can do it. I mean, these cell phones, bro. We have the most powerful thing that you know, look at, we're going live, right? We're going live. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people could watch, and that's amazing to me. Back in the day, I was just saying the same scenario. Back in the day when you were a painter in a small little village, right, and you wanted to sell those paintings, you had to sell within the community. You had to sell within the town, right? There was no phones to call the next town over, right? You literally have to go back and forth and figure out who. Now, man, you could find a buyer or a customer in China or in Japan or in Germany. I mean, so
touch of a button.
So the possibilities are endless, and that's why I think that this younger generation needs to use this stuff that they have in front of them as good.
I think they don't appreciate it.
They don't appreciate it because they grew up with it.
And on top of that, not only just the you know, the resources you have online and the internet, also the big homies that you have, like it's older people that around the around the young people that help.
Yeah.
But the young motherfuckers don't even respect us like that.
No, I know.
I want to ask him for that. I want to ask him because if I ask him, he can feel like he's gonna have one up over me or this and that. So they don't come to us, ask us for advice, ask us what we should do. You know?
That's one thing I wish I knew how to do was give a young person a proper sense of purpose.
Well, how about reaching out when you were a kid, though? Right? Did you guys ever have that feeling when you were young? Like, damn, I think I'm fucking up right now. I want to reach out to someone, right? Because I honestly, I never really did that. You know, because I never really had someone to say, yo, listen, like, you could get a lot of knowledge if you talk to this person. Go talk to him. Right? I don't think a lot of us did. Right? But we have it now. I mean, we really do. And I want to, you know, stress that to everybody watching, man. You know, you guys will tag my Instagram, my Facebook, everything.
What's your Instagram and your Facebook? Did you say it already?
Yeah, it's Mike Cesaroni, MikeCesaroni on Instagram, and it's Michael Cesaroni on Facebook. Snapchat is Michael Ces, Michael CES.
And one more time, what was the fight? The fight, let's see, everybody.
The fight's.
You got another guest?
It's the fight's April 6th. We got Gary the Batman Boletto Jr. fighting. We got Nate Andrews, and if anybody wants to come, anybody wants tickets, reach out to me on my social media. And that's it, man. And thank you guys for having me. It's been a blast. You guys are great, man. I think you guys
get lost in the conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
We do this all day, Anytime, any Thursday we'll be here. You know what I'm talking about? So we can go to this motherfucking video. We'll come back with our next guest, is Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Urban?
To my Cess.
No, not Urban.
All right.
He's not a fight Urban.
CM God Beats. brutality. 20 to the face, a night, defy gravity. Won't do me like I do the work, they not bagging me. And got my first bundle cause my felines was raggedy. I leave the door cracked so you can see the walls crack. Won't really let you in, but I promise you that it's all facts. My uncle told me him and his warriors carried all bags and wore brass knuckles. I told him that niggas past that. Shit, he heard about it but never seen it. He did 50 at 16, so technically dreaming. Saw me grow up in pictures, now he's seeing the grown man, and it be fucking him up cause he don't really know who I am. Damn, shit, I've been faded for a minute too. Feeling sedated off that Henny, that ain't nothing new. I put the bottle down to think with a clear mind, and started reading more, and even started dreaming more. I thought of all of the reasons that I was breathing for, and how my daughter balanced me out, that's what she a Libra for. Adrenaline rushing, niggas roll up, that's what the reefer for. Alternative prayers, that ain't God at the preacher door. Shit, we been faded long enough. Cause when I think about it, all we got is us. Matter of fact, that's what we been had. Blinded to the bullshit, you end up with a shit bag. My main thing, thirsty for knowledge, don't want no gift bag. She trained to handle a chopper and a shit splash. Paid my own lane in the ghetto, I never kiss ass. Always did me for the benefit of the home team. From the 2-4 to the R, yeah, I got chrome things. Always get it in with your team, but chase your own dream. Shit, I said always get it in with your team, but chase your own dream.
That's a pig that don't fly straight. You know what a hasha is?
Shadow Academy, nigga. Start making nice shit. Zoo Black Choppers in the hood. Black Choppers in the hood, nigga. You already know. Black Choppers in the hood. Black Choppers in the hood, nigga. Yeah. Let's get it right, man. Killer Banshee. My blood type's negative oil, snake oil. I roll with a royal alliance, try and destroy you. Judge Hoyle tried to bury my ass as plain foil. I rose from the soil, had niggas who stayed loyal. So I serve fiends who still smoke rock out of the foil. I'm Mr. Killer B, who used to chill at Mr. D's. Blow a fist full of trees in your face like nigga please. Hair triggers squeeze off in the cool breeze like who he? A new beat of rap, bench sicker than a new disease. We new black UEPs, crank gang who we bees. I bang with a blade in my sleeve until you bleed. Hating niggas sick with envy and greed. Best believe we still eating off the government cheese. Before I freeze, I turn it up another 100 degrees. Like nigga please, I'm a starving artist, hungry MC, ready to feast. Black beast of the new east, and you can kiss my 2 cheeks. I used to sleep with 2 freaks, so you can really see you ain't really me. Silly you, I'm really Willie D. Fuck a bitch like I'm Billy D. I never was a sucker for love, I keep it sucker free. Motherfucking fuckery, that brain ruckus shit still stuck in me. Luckily I walk with that shiny thing, still talk 90 slang, crane grimy gang with every nigga right behind me claim. Saying fuck your name, I'm well trained for bloody knuckle game. Black choppers in the hood, top shotters in the hood. We chopped up in the woods, my block poppin' boy was good. Crane gang bang, still hang, tougher than the ball and chain. Calling out you fucking sucker niggas cause you all the same. Black choppers in the hood, top shotters in the hood. We chopped up in the woods, my block poppin' boy was good. Crane gang bang, still hang, tougher than the ball and chain. Calling out you fucking sucker niggas cause you all the same. Crane gang militia, we came to come and get you, get with ya. When the guns flash off, you get the picture. Sit your ass down, clown, I make the situation thicker. Killer Banshee off the Richter, sipping warm corn liquor. I tried to warn niggas, my head ain't right, so I'm the wrong niggas. Stepping with the weapon on niggas, repping on niggas. I've been a threat. The next weapon next with an entry check. I get respect from Project Sex. You ain't enter yet. You caught up in the World Wide Web, called the internet. Killer Banshee known to break bones and engine necks. My whole fleet keep it street. Creeper Cherokee Jeeps. Me and my man's Pangea deep. Hammers in the seat. OT playing some grams of that grease. I'm still cheap. My marijuana burn from a palmer leaf. You don't wanna be, you just wanna be. Try and step into my wallabies. My sword will leave you leaking like the Carter 3.
What's fucking good, my niggas?
Radio, I am your host, Nah Be Reality.
You said it, we done it already. You said it last time before we first came on.
Yo, listen, man, just keep your hate to yourself, bro. We just had a big hug. And then now,
nigga, I did not hug you.
Yo, what do you mean? It was a platonic, straight male hug between 2 men that have mad respect.
That sounds gay.
What do you mean?
That sounds gay.
That sounds gay.
Just introduce our next guest, man. Just introduce the guest,
so
man.
anyway, so moving on. We are the Chop Shop Radio podcast. We are brought to you by the Universal Collective and the Wu-Tang Worldwide DJ Coalition. Shout out to our sponsors, Tech 9 Snowboards, not from the rapper, from the company that's been around over 20 years.
I don't think Tech 9 rides snowboards, bro.
No, a lot of people think they see Tech 9 and be like, oh, I love his
But once you
albums.
say snowboards, I don't think Tech 9 get on snowboards.
A lot of people, if you say Tech 9 Snowboards and you don't make an exclaimer, people are going to say, I love his music.
Introduce the guest, man.
What the fuck? Listen,
Introduce the guest, man.
this is crazy. I can't believe this. I have a show just to have this guy insult me.
Pack
Whatever.
Harley, man. DMV, what's going on, man? We in this motherfucker.
Now, so DMV, when we're here in Rhode Island,
Yeah.
just so you know, people don't get excited. They might turn off because there's motor vehicles here. And people wait in line a long time.
Now hold on. I'm gonna take that back.
So, yeah, because you were like DMV. People probably they were about to hit N.
Man.
They were like DMV. They were like
Like,
DMV.
does he work there?
Hold on, let me
They're
break
like,
it down.
can you help
for
me
you.
get my license back, motherfucker? Like,
Alright.
yo.
I'm gonna get it back for y'all folks. DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia areas. You know what I'm saying? That's where we from.
You gotta say it like that, Merlin.
Maryland.
Merlin.
Respect to the DMV.
Yeah. And I got the new face. And I got the no balance on. You know what I'm saying? That's how we kick it.
So you represent the DMV area.
Talk to the mic a little bit more. Move to the mic a little bit more.
So you represent the DMV area, and you know that. So I have a lot of experience with that area, and I know that there's a lot of dope artists, mainstream and underground, that come from that area. There's a lot of, also from the area, there's a lot of like poet culture, you know, because like, you know, DC's Chocolate City.
Yeah,
so
it's history. We got a lot of history. You know, the Go-Go's, taking it back to the...
That footwork.
Don't go to the Go-Go if you're from that Go-Go.
Oh, man. What? Man,
Don't go to
y'all
that
ain't
Go-Go.
gonna get me started.
I've survived a few Go-Go's. I've survived a few Go-Go's to tell the tale. Only because I'm a respectful guy.
High school, you see, you know what I'm saying? We here, you see what I'm talking about, no? Yeah. DMV in this joint, though.
So could you briefly, for people that might not know, I'm just saying, because we've got people from Rhode Island, we got people that are from you know, Switzerland that watch all countries. When you say we're talking about something, we're talking a language they don't understand. What is go-go music?
Go-go music basically is like a live performance, a collective of different instruments, but it's just live.
Up tempo. It's like up tempo.
So it got its own feel to it.
Rest in peace, Chuck Brown.
Rest in peace. Hey man, salute man. If anybody knows, Chuck Brown, legendary.
Chuck Brown is the Godfather.
Godfather, DC.
Chuck Brown is the Godfather.
Go-go, you know. So
yeah, he's the Godfather. So you know, I what's that chick's name? I can't think of her name, but it was like, you know, I'm familiar with the DMV area and go-go music, so I'm not a specialist on it, but I'm familiar with it. And when I heard it, like, you know, there's the popular go-go music, but when I heard it cross over into like, crossing over into more traditional music, it was, what's that chick's name? That this is one thing we can do.
Emery.
That was a go-go beat in the background, and then Wale did it.
Introduced it worldwide.
And Wale dealt with it, and then I was listening to it because, you know, I come from Rhode Island, like grew up in Rhode Island, Boston, but I've lived in like multiple states in the area, so I come from like, you know what I'm saying, the Adidas, Timberland type of thing, you know what I'm saying. I also spent some time in Philly, so but like I felt a little privileged and like almost like an insider when Wale dropped that song that really, I felt, blew him up to like people that didn't know who he was, and I knew what he was talking about, and he even said it in the song, and some people ran over their heads because they don't know the DMV. He was like, flyer than the rest of them, flyer than the rest of them, still in my Nike boots. This ain't a cruise song, this is a shoe song. And then people were like, yo, what is this? I said, because people in DC, they wear Nike boots.
Fly.
They don't wear Timberland. They don't wear Timberland. They don't wear Timberland like they're like those Nike joints is
we
part
get
of their
fly
culture.
on a different note. That's what he was just talking about.
And Wale, but I'm saying like that song, as like a Rhode Islander, a lot of my friends that are born and raised in Rhode Island, that went over their head because they don't like.
Yeah, they don't know the culture.
They don't know the culture.
Yeah.
But even though he said
he knew that though. Right, just like he knew that.
And even though he said he goes, this ain't a shoe song. This is a shoe.
You said it already. You said already.
At the end, he said near the end of the song, he said, "How can I be judged if I dress like my brother?" And he was talking about like the codes and the way that we dress and like the whole, cause like a lot of people don't realize, like it's crazy because like people understand culture from the perspective of their city.
Right.
But I lived in the tri-state area. I've been there. I've been down south. I've been out to Cali. Lived
Shit, man. A lot of people never left their city, man.
They died with it.
A lot of people never left. You'd be surprised. You used to be surprised when people never left their city, never left their block, man. You know.
They even left it. They died like what? Is it 10 miles?
Wow.
But before giving it back to you, I'm just saying the thing that impressed me the most is I've been around the world and I've been to different places and lived a lot of places. Right. But the thing that impressed me the most about the DMV area, what people don't understand, is you got the tri-state area, right? And New York, New Jersey, Philly, and then you got New England.
How is Connecticut a part of New England and the tri-state area?
It's not. Tri-state.
It is. No. Connecticut is part of the tri-state area.
No, it's not. New York,
look it up.
Pennsylvania.
We'll look it up. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
Yes, we'll argue later. I have to be hugged. So the point that I'm trying to make is that I've been around the world and I've lived in a lot of places, but the thing that was distinct about the DC, Maryland, Virginia, Northern Virginia, let's be specific, Southern Maryland, DC, Northern Virginia is when we talk about, when we say DMV.
He said,
we can't wait.
We ain't talking about like all of Virginia. Yeah, we ain't talking. We're talking like Manassas to like a little bit past like Silver City, like pretty much, right? Like that's what we're talking. So we're talking the DMV, that area. So when I lived down there, I could take a subway from Southern Virginia through DC into Southern Maryland, and they all.
How long you lived out there?
They all had a similar culture though. Like they was all like people from Northern VA, which was a little more suburban, where my daughter's from, right? Like a lot of people that work at the Pentagon. I used to drive by the Pentagon to get to the hood where I used to go get the weed and chill out, because I lived over there, but I
hood?
And the prostitutes and the coke.
Shout out all the hoods, Bird Farms, shout out PG, shout out.
I said it off camera now. A nigga got warrants.
Shout out. Yeah, we know.
I respect the dudes in Berry Farms because they have a different hustle. So when they
we ain't nothing out there though.
It's recreational.
They got a good hustle out there though, because when they come out, you come out. You know, you from another state or whatever. They run up on a car like 3 deep. And they're like, oh, I got this for 20, I got this for that. And you're like, yo, I was like, yo, I'm going to go. First time I was out there, I was like, I'm going with him, even though the dude might not have had the biggest bag. Why? Because he was the first one to come up to me. So they said, all right, so to me, boom, and left out. So DC has this reputation as this violent place, but DC people have a lot of respect too, though. But anyways.
Well, is it a question or I don't.
No, I just wanted to say that the DMV area, it's interesting because they come from different spots from down there. It's all it's like
interconnected.
New York, New Jersey,
it's so close.
But
so close.
Like, the culture is similar.
It's like one culture, but everybody comes from
mixed in. Place. Yeah, but they're part of the DMV.
You have people from Maryland, you have people from Virginia and DC, and we meet in the city.
In the middle. So like how does that affect the actual like city that you live in, or the part of the city that you're from? Like seeing there's so many like people that's mad close, but they can just get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? How does that like affect like the everyday shit that go on?
After the party life, after the nightlife is taken
the money life,
everybody goes back to their own.
So it's basically a nightlife type thing. It's not normally like, all right, so you know how like some niggas would go, some niggas would go out here like, I'm gonna go ahead and hustle out in DC. I'm going to hustle because it's so close. Like I'm gonna go ahead and make some money out here, Is that the type of thing that goes on? Like some niggas in and out, and it's like, because you know how when niggas come in and out, they ain't from your hood. Like, yo, how this nigga gonna make money over here and this and that? You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, you could do that, just like taking what he said in perspective, like the culture. You gotta be dressed in a certain way. You gotta move in a certain way.
So when you move to different spots, you gotta adapt.
They knew I wasn't from around.
Yeah, we could tell you now.
But they also knew I wasn't scared.
How y'all dress and how y'all talk.
Yeah, so you gotta adapt to the culture.
You gotta adapt to it. If you getting,
and you also notice the dudes that showed, like I came through, I was different, but I showed respect. Right. I never try to act tough, but also
that too. That matters the most. You don't come to DC acting tough.
No,
we don't do none of that. Like.
That's what's up. So everybody have respect for that. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Everybody from the outside the most.
That's what's up.
I'm from PA, Delaware, so everybody, you know what I mean? DC was always something that was always on the tip of your tongue, especially when you talk about, just realistically acting like you know better. You know?
Yeah. Don't go out there fucking acting crazy.
Don't go out to DC acting crazy. Don't have to be more. And I'm from Philly, just like you said, like I rocked 5 blocks in Philadelphia. Because you could be on the wrong block and get your head shot.
Oh, for sure.
So
yeah.
It's definitely the
because Philly's like Boston. It's not like Crips and Bloods.
It's not like Boston. Not like Boston at all.
No, I'm saying yes, it is in the sense that it's like 25th Street against 28th Street. Like it's blocks.
Exactly.
It's not like Crips and Bloods. It's like blocks. In Boston, it's by like basketball teams and hats. but in Philly it's by blocks.
Yeah,
24th Street,
because out here y'all got gangs and all that. We don't got all that.
You got sections, blocks, and got family,
And most every second nigga you know got shot.
Yeah. So what is it?
Was the murder
so what is it like the music scene? Like, what is the music scene like out in you guys' area?
It's getting there, but the thing about it is the artists, we more like everybody is
competitive.
Like, it's not competitive, and everybody works individually. Like, we don't. You feel me? Atlanta, you go down.
All everybody fuck with each other. They don't say nothing bad about each other.
Recently, the new artists is like we all individually know each other, so it's getting there.
Yeah.
To the point. And the other day we was talking about it, like all the old heads that's been in the game, like they had names in the game.
Yeah.
It's not part of the community that's helping moving that movement that we got going on.
Why you think that? Why you think that is? Do you think it's because of the younger guys not embracing them?
Don't get me wrong. I think we take it back to the violence.
I mean, like
he's been around.
Both. At one point they tried to outlaw go-go.
Right.
Because of the violence.
No, but if you go to a go-go, you gain push, or you fighting with your man, or it's either your gang come in.
So what you're saying? So what you're saying is like the older heads are a little bit adamant to come around and fuck with heads because.
Because we just had a conversation like me, him, and Buddha and Grant the other day.
Buddha.
And it was like this, like I look at it like we don't got no gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Most of the major cities you talking about, that got like DC got dope artists, dope producers, DMV, Maryland, Virginia, you know, all different. We got it, but after that, where the gatekeepers at? So it's like it's a lot of talent just sitting there. Aimlessly
doing music.
Like I said, we individually know the talent that's around.
Yeah, but no guidance,
You feel me?
And that's my question.
A lot of them niggas gotta move to New York.
I mean,
some of my biggest. Sad you gotta leave out of DC.
They gotta leave DC.
That's what I had to do. I had most of my videos. If y'all can look up Pat Marley videos, most of my videos is from New York, and I got like 10, 15,000 views, and most of the YouTube will tell you like where you get most of your views from.
And it's crazy, yeah, they do, and it's crazy. And it's crazy because like if you think about the artists that are from like Virginia, you got like Chris Brown, you got like Timberland, Missy, you know what I'm saying, like from that area.
They had to leave. Fat Trail had to leave.
I mean, look, the thing is,
the only one that
I thought Fat Trail was from Detroit.
Y'all know Lady Rage is from VA, right?
Yeah, but it's the thing, bro. Like even for the gatekeepers, like that we have right now, even for them, it's like a limited ceiling.
Yeah, you only get so far.
You're gonna be a gatekeeper for a decade with a ceiling this high.
So far, yeah.
So it's
but
not
that's sacrifice.
Do you feel like people from DC like make a progress and like separate themselves from DC because it's not?
I know separate themselves.
I definitely, from my opinion, from you know me, I'm the type of person that's always finding investors. You know what I mean? The older homies don't really want to invest in artists in DC right now. They don't want to invest in a lot of young.
Is it because they're worried about violence?
No, it's just not having respect for what the young people are doing right now.
Right.
You know, and that's a big thing. You know, they'll go to New York and they'll spend $20,000. You know what I mean, on a quick 360 deal, but they won't give that same $20,000 to an artist in DC, Philly, Delaware. That's got a real buzz. Just you go to my city, there's an artist.
That's true though. Very true.
Millions of views on his videos, but you never heard of him. So
yeah,
it's like.
But isn't that the plague? Isn't that the plague of a lot of the ethnic communities? Like
no, but that's always been the way. That's always been the way. That's always been the way in that area, like the DMV area. Like I said, when you think about it, like think about Timberland, Missy. Those are fucking huge artists. They should be paving the way for a lot of other artists in that area.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's just though they kind of outside of like how he was saying, like outside of the.
So not really. They just use that. They use that name.
Because the DMV is a real specific area. It's not the
main focus. Is
like I put it like this before. Like honestly, like mainstream and Wale's not even like mainstream. You know what I'm saying? But before him, as far as rappers are involved, like there was none.
You know what I think about Wale? I think Wale's problem was. He was on the wrong label.
He was on the wrong label.
He went to.
He's
a cocky dude too. Like
you gotta be like that when you from where I'm from.
But at the same time, he's cocky.
We like that. You know what I'm saying?
There's a difference between cockiness and confidence.
Arrogance. Arrogance.
But still, that's DC. You could
Wally had a lot of weight on his shoulders.
Confidence, cocky and arrogance is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But you know, being confident and being cocky or
it's some different things.
What label do you think would have been the right label?
I think that when I always said this. When 2 Chainz was fucking with Good Music, and Wale went to Maybach Music, they should have switched.
Well, that's
you know what I'm saying? Like Wale's supposed to be on Good Music.
My homie's best friend is Che.
You're right. He would have been
from Good Music.
Because injects poetry into his.
Because and then furthermore, let me put that into perspective. But think about Wale and Meek were both on Maybach, and they got into it.
They didn't get along
because that's not the label should be on.
But at the same
time, you know what I'm saying? There's two types of different cultures.
Weren't getting along with really anybody. Meek was
getting
shit with Chris Brown, getting the things with Drake, and then
yeah, but he's from Philly and from DC, like that whole DC area. We have that chip on our shoulder when we run into each other. You know what that is.
But once you get,
we're all alpha males. We're all alpha males trying to pretend like we want to shit.
Well, Wale, to furthermore elaborate on his point, Wale when he went to an NBA game, and the dude called Wale somebody else. And Wale was like, he went to do in the middle of the game, like, no, fuck no, I'm Wale, I'm this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude called Wale somebody else. And that goes to furthermore prove the point, I kind of like a little bit arrogant, like.
That's DC.
If you look at Meek and even just the battle videos, he's got a little Snoop battling. You know what I mean? The attitude is way off, talking to the young boy, like you know what I mean? Basically just sunning him.
He just went real Philly on him.
You know, yeah, he went full in on him.
No, you say young boy.
Yeah, because it's about Philly niggas. He's talking about Philly niggas.
He said young boy.
He's talking about two Philly niggas. He's talking about two Philly niggas.
Philly on him, yeah.
But
like if he was in DMV, he was like, he's acting like a Bama.
Well, let's go. Right. All right. So
I'm an older nigga.
But
we're gonna go through the conversation.
But the homie,
I'm an older nigga.
But the homie, my homie is like directly friends with Che, the lead A&R from Good Music, and you know what I mean. And like music industry is a cult. If you're not, you never know who you're talking to.
You just said it. It's
who's
cult.
Important.
Yo, you just said it.
So if you're not in, like, you're not gonna be in because Good Music's a different type of label. Good Music's a type of label where they can have everybody, the whole crew in the studio, and they get ready to work on your project. If you're rubbing shoulders with shoulders with people in the wrong way,
they gonna fuck with you.
See less and less people.
Less action, yeah. Less actions. Less phone calls get answered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that Wale was like real raw. I think he was raw, and he was a raw dude coming into a situation where a lot of things was like cupcake and this and that.
That's enough about the niggas. It's about what the fuck y'all niggas got going on. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about the music I got going on.
That's what we talking about.
I recently just dropped a song on YouTube with Kirk Banks on it. But we have
Kirk Banks. I like that dude, man. Yeah. So what brings you guys? So you guys from the DMV area? What brings you all the way here to Rhode Island? Like I'm surprised you even know Rhode Island existed.
With network,
mad little.
Savage, Kyrie.
You know, we got this two gentlemen right here.
Like actually,
who's the gentleman over here? Because
Savage, Kyrie.
Come on, man, introduce yourself, man.
I'll grab you.
That's my African brother right here. You know, I got to put my accent on for my Wakanda people. Wakanda forever. Alright, this is what we doing right here. I'm gonna introduce my folk all the way from Gambia.
He came back. He said you're from Wakanda. We had this
I'm from Wakanda, Gambia, West Africa. You hear me?
He said Wakanda, Gambia, West Africa.
West Africa. They were Kota Kinte from.
I know. You know what this means? It means that everything's funny. Everything is funny games, but a Black Panther will whoop your ass.
Not for real.
Yeah, Black Panther will whoop your ass. Bring that bitch up.
My man say he from Gambia.
So introduce you.
But on the music tip, this is Savage. This is my manager.
And where you from, brother?
Rhode Island.
Oh, you're from Rhode Island?
Yeah, Woonsocket, Rhode Island in the building.
This is my road manager.
You was not born in Woonsocket.
Nah, I'm an African. Gambian.
Respect to the motherland.
Gambia, man.
Respect. So what is your involvement with these guys too and everything like that?
That's my man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I listened to his music, you know what I'm saying, way back. And when I started working with Kyrie, I hit him up. And the way I hit him up, I sent him a beat.
Oh, okay. So he was like ready to work. Like,
ready to work.
Check this out. Either you like it or you don't, right?
Tell them what we got going on. We got on a trip for a 30-hour
section out here.
We just actually stopped the session. In the middle of the session, he was like, we got a little radio interview. He was like, all right, let's do it.
Because he like I told you.
This is, you know what I mean? It's big
like, but like, you know, y'all from out of town, like I said, it's like foreign dignitaries. Like, it's like countries don't know each other, so we treat each other respectfully until we see where we're at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's all love and respect, and if it's all love and respect back, it goes on and furthers the relationship.
Let me be a little bit in depth about that, too. So, I had a roommate. He was a guitar player. We had like a real musical house. We had like guitars everywhere, drum sets. We were living like real rock stars, you know, in our own mind. At least.
I mean, that's where it starts, right?
Yeah.
Every rock star started in his own mind, right?
Yeah, you gotta have that mindset that one day you're gonna be. So he linked me up with Savage. I was in the house. I didn't leave the house for like 2 weeks. I was just producing beats and just really just jumping in and, you know, diving in. And Savage came through. He saw what I was doing. He was like, yo, man, I'm going to get my homie on the phone and see if we can link. Me and Ooze spoke. Sent him a beat that night. And then it was pretty much history.
It's your first time in Rhode Island?
Yeah.
What y'all think about Rhode Island so far? It's a little different.
I mean, this is my second time in Rhode Island. Like,
introduce yourself real quick.
My name is Ooze. You know, y'all can catch me at Ooze Did It, Gambia Zone. You already know. So basically, like this situation, like he said, it happened, you know, just like how he said, and this is my first time like that we actually met, me and Kyrie, but we've been working together like over the last couple months, and I can literally say like every song has been a banger. You know what I'm saying? Like my first single is probably gonna be.
So what's that called?
It's called J.O. I Be On My J.O.
Oh, yep.
Got me and Pac on it. You know what I'm saying?
And how can people get, like, if people want to rock, when people want to get in tune with that track, how can
that track is going to be released in a month from now, next month, probably 4 to 6 weeks from now. We're getting it mixed and mastered right now.
Make sure when you go back to your area, make sure you tell your people about the Chop Shop.
I definitely will, man.
We keep pumping
yeah, we live right now.
We live. No, we live. We
live. We got like
no, we all live. We live too. Yeah, so
we're live on our YouTube channel and Facebook at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, so everybody on YouTube right now, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pat Marley. Pat Marley Beats.
Spell it.
PACMARLY. I'm Tupac
like
and
Tupac
Bob Marley.
So where does that mean? Because that's.
Where you guys from? First of all, where you guys from Africa?
I'm from West Africa,
Gambia.
I'm from where Kunta Kinte is from.
First of all, Kunta was from Gambia.
Right there. And this is where I come in right here. This 3G right here, you know.
Hey, you got the heritage, but he's got all the say so when it comes to Africa. Right. He got the accent.
Yeah, he got it.
He's like, I am here. I do hip hop. He's not playing, my boy. He's talented. You can see.
So
I don't have to hide it.
Yeah. So like, is there like some kind of like, let's say stigma between like when it comes to rapping, then people know you from Africa? They be like, yo,
good question.
They look at you like a little different, or you have to prove yourself a little bit more because like you from Africa and you rap?
We don't have to prove ourselves.
Most of this, I don't get that a lot because you don't hear it too much.
Yeah,
I tell you where I'm from. But people that do what I do and have a downside of it tell me different. And
Yeah. So what do they say? What's the type of stuff they say?
Like just try to fit in.
Yeah, you just trying to fit in with the American culture.
I'm like,
But people like everything. A lot of people are second generation Africans in those areas and stuff like that.
But you was born in Africa. You born in Gambia.
I was born in Africa.
Yeah.
I just grew up in here.
Yeah. So they basically try to write it off, but like, yo, you just rapping and try to fit in with the American culture. Basically, a lot of people. Some people say.
I mean, I get that a lot from the people from back home.
Yeah.
It's like,
but only when they know your history.
Yeah.
But dude, like, from what I heard, like a lot of people, like a lot of Americanized Africans, when they go back home, they're not really that widely accepted.
Man, it's a lot.
I mean, it depends. Like, this is the thing. Like,
cause I'm bad. I take they like I'm bad. I'm like, you know how they quote unquote. You got in Africa, you gotta go to university, have a PhD right there.
Oh, yeah, I
got shot. No, you don't. My brother got shot the same year. You know what I'm saying? That's bad for me right there.
African parents that come to, especially.
What you have to say?
I was just saying, like, I feel like it's different because then the people that you talk about, it be usually like, alright, it be that person who like he just came here maybe 6 months, a year or two, all of a sudden he act like he wasn't in Africa for 15 years.
all of a sudden.
It's all about being genuine.
It's like almost like you
pay respect to where we come from.
Like me, for example, I was born in Gambia. I came here in '95 when you know what I'm saying, and I've been here for 20-something years. But I go back. I've been back like 10, 12 times. So I still speak my language. I speak. Like,
so what is?
No accent. You know what I'm saying? I was from Compton.
At the same time, it don't matter where I go. Like I had like 2 years when I was doing my thing in DC where I walked around with my flag every day. Like I go to the club, they tell you see the club pictures, my flag is there. So it's like it don't matter how long I've been here. Like that's never.
Yeah, because you're already part of the culture.
That's the difference. Like it be you know what I'm saying? People like
some people faking it, some people like just
and they act like they never. Like they actually was born there and they act like, all right, they forgot it. Like, they're not really, they're trying to go back.
I get
you like, nah, you ain't.
They almost like, yo, I'm not from Gambia. Like, so
because you see a lot of dudes from Africa walking around trying to fake that they're from here. Or they will tell you they were born over here. They grew over there.
You know what that is, though? That's what it is, though. We deal with that in the Latino culture. It's the whitewashing of the culture, and anything that's seen as too black or too African is pushed away because you're not accepted. That's a self-hatred.
Yeah, nah, but see, you see it a lot. Like I said, I got to go to school here, like elementary school, whatever. I even said it in the bar, like African Booty Scratcher was the first fight. So it's like, you see somebody, me being African, you see people that were like, all right, hold it down, boom. Then somebody will come as soon as they get here and just be like,
I'm American.
They try to fit in so hard that they're not themselves.
There's a difference.
They try to.
They weak already.
They're weak. It's almost like, yeah, exactly.
They don't got your back. They don't got your back.
It's almost like, yo.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
what happened is they just lost. Like, those the ones quick. Like, they don't got no backbone.
It's almost like, yo. I wasn't born in Gambia. My parents were Gambian, but I was born in America. You know what I'm saying? But no, you wasn't. You was born there. You know what I'm saying?
America's not going to accept you for all the way.
Exactly. Because you're thinking,
that's like Dominicans.
I totally understand. Yeah, I totally understand. Like this guy, he tries to say he's black, he's Puerto Rican, he's white. He's trying to be everything. He's fit everybody.
All the above.
You know the test is A, white, B, black, C, Puerto Rican, D, all the above. We think D every time.
Last year on the show, I talked about my distinct experience growing up being triracial. So, members of the
that's the new one.
I have family members.
That's the new one. Tri-Cities.
Check it. I have biological family. No, but check it.
He got a Puerto Rican girl. He got white skin. He got blue eyes.
You see it all right here.
All your face. The face ain't over.
Hey, now I see why y'all don't get along.
It's a deep racial issue that we have. So I was talking about being triracial in my experience growing up because I have biological relatives that are as dark as him.
He really is triracial though.
His color that are
it's true though.
I don't know with a white girl as white as him, and I have like half Latino, but I have like relatives that are really, really dark. That my great grandfather was as dark as you, and then I have ones that are white, and I'm triracial. So, anyways, the point is on the show, he says that's not a thing.
That's true. That's a thing.
Wait. That was last year.
That was funny. That was like 2 years ago.
Earlier today, he goes, "Ain't you triracial?"
It's selective.
What's your definition?
Huh?
What's your definition?
So somebody whose bloodline connects to me specifically. When I say that, I have blood relatives that directly connect.
He's Italian,
American,
Puerto Rican, and black.
Puerto Rican.
How many more are you though? Maybe more. He put a name to it.
No, this dude's gonna get on.
How many white girls? How many white girls you welcome to? Like, what are you? I'm fucking Indian. I'm Irish and fucking.
He said,
Russian.
Which one?
That's triracial. They need more to that.
Let's not get distracted with your racial views. Let's get back to these fellas over here.
Well, Puerto Ricans are triracial.
Oh, here we go with this guy. Don't get fucking Malcolm X started because he's not gonna stop. So
I say X in Spanish.
Jamaicans that raised me, so my music mostly rap and Jamaican music.
So where exactly do y'all represent? Like, just represent
me, like Gambia or.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I said that earlier. That's why I used to get my weed for. So, but I'm saying, but like right now, like in America, because y'all are from different spots. Prince George,
PG Plaza, White Oak, 650.
People don't know Rhode Island Ave in DC runs right into Prince George.
I saw the Dave Chappelle joint. He just like where I grew up at the neighborhood, not the neighborhood, but the area, Silver Spring. He just put us on the map on the
Silver Spring, Maryland. That's Silver Spring, Maryland. Where my favorite. Yes.
That's right, like Prince George.
Lockwood Drive.
Silver Spring, Maryland. Where my favorite women. My favorite women in the world from Silver Spring, Maryland.
You say your favorite one?
One of my favorite women is from Silver Spring, Maryland. Dominique Dawes. You know who Dominique Dawes is? Yeah, just gymnast. I used to love Dominique. I used to have Dominique Dawes pictures in my crib. Post Dominique Dawes. Hey kids, I had some kids a couple Dominique Dawes posters.
Hold on, wait a minute. We're getting too personal. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
That's personal, but transracial is not personal.
You're talking about kissing chicks. Like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck?
We digress. But I rep PA and RI, of course, till I die. PA. You know, PA, West Philly, 56 and Chestnut.
49th to Baltimore.
We out there on the Deuce. Yeah, that's not too far.
49th to Baltimore.
Kill zones. You know, 60th from Baltimore right there. That's where it goes down.
60 in Baltimore.
A lot of kids lost their life over there.
Yeah.
But, you know, of course, too, RI till I die. I know a lot of local artists. I've worked with a lot of individuals that are in the music industry in Rhode Island. Like, a lot of people don't know that Magic Wand, and he was the, at one point, he was the president of EMI Records for L.A. Reid, and he's from here in Providence. My homie
L.A. Reid's from Providence?
No, the other dude.
Oh, I was about to say.
Magic Wand.
Magic Wand,
Pay attention.
No, I didn't say Magic Wand. It's L.A. Reid. He's from Providence. I thought he said L.A. Reid's from Providence.
He's still thinking about
I was paying attention. If you pay attention, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, then of course my homie T.O. Shout out to T.O. He did Justin Bieber's first single.
The Biebs.
You know, they're really the ones that got me going. Yeah, he's got a platinum plaque from that record.
Fucking with the Biebs.
One less only girl. Yeah. That's just money right there. He's got a girl right now that he's pushing. But you know, back to the music.
Well, we're back to the music. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
So this part of the show we come to, we call Bourbon Street. And Bourbon Street is you know what Bourbon Street is in New Orleans.
You guys ever been? You guys have traveled around a lot.
Bro, what about your phone? I got this.
You're explaining it wrong.
Bourbon Street is.
I've been to like 40 out of 50, I believe.
Word.
Yeah.
I got like 10 more.
We be everywhere for real.
Word. So Bourbon Street is known for a certain thing. It's known for its Mardi Gras.
You're on track.
Beads and one more thing.
Drunk white girls.
No. It's
we all love those.
It's one establishment on Bourbon Street.
Area.
There's a whole bunch of establishments
in the area
where you get drunk at, and they call bars. So this is part of the show we call Bourbon Street, and you gotta give us bars. So all the rappers in the motherfucking building got tickets to Bourbon Street, give us to the motherfucking bars. And New England we call them bars.
Bars.
Bars, kid.
We don't pronounce it.
Yeah, we a beat. You want beat? We kind of beat y'all like to double time. Chat don't matter.
All you gotta do is lean in, bro. You got the microphone.
Yeah, it don't matter. Come on, let's do it. Acapella.
Alright, let me see what I got.
Pat Marley, man, all the way from DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I'm from 10 different states.
DMV.
That's like an 8-hour motherfucking drive.
I'm not rapping tonight.
Why is my daughter calling me right now?
And hey, you can find my beats at Foolish.
You gotta put a beat though. You know what I'm saying?
Hit me up on Facebook. It's
Hold on. No, my daughter was calling me. Hold
on everything, and you look for my handle is Foolish Beats. You can find me on YouTube. It's Foolish Beats. You already know.
So the
who makes the beats? The
project that you're working on right now. What's gonna come with all of that?
And engineer. All right. So back to that real quick. So as of right now, the name of the project is Go Time, and this is really predominantly Ooz's project. And really, what the point of coming here was to have all the files in one place, connect as many musicians as we could to the project, as well as give them a different perspective on the recording aspect, because I'm a vocal coach. I'm also have a bachelor's in engineering.
You won't be able to help me because I sing horribly.
I can help anybody, definitely.
Bachelor's in engineering.
But the whole point of it is to really give my tools to them, so when they leave here, they can actually leave with a new toolkit, and they get a better idea of like how exactly to stack a project or a song, so that it's a lot more full, because they got great lyrics, but there was just little places where, you know what I mean, I thought that
there's always room for improvement.
Always room for improvement.
But let's keep it real though. Right? As an old school cat, right?
Yeah.
In the age of disconnection,
right.
There's a different vibe between sending somebody the vocals and traveling and coming to where they from and like building with a dude face to face.
Right. Well, because
if you just send a dude an email and your lyrics and
the age of technology changed things so much. I mean, we can still be in the same room and I never see each other through Skype. You know what I mean? Through Facebook. We can still vibe out. Me and Ooze, man, we weren't even talking face to face. And we were having like 2 hour, 3 hour.
Well, you know, and I'm not down. No, I'm not downplaying the ability of it because we connect on a global scale.
Nah, but what he's saying, though, he makes a point. What he's saying, like the actual you, the producer, and the artist being in the same atmosphere.
It's different.
It's different.
I feel it in a way, but it's just like me personally. I had to adapt to the age of technology. So
no. Both of you guys are right. Both of you guys are right. Both of you guys are right. No, not both of you guys. You're part of you guys.
I just want to agree with you.
So anyway,
you're a lot bigger than me. I just want to agree with you.
Both of you guys are right.
It takes to get a hug.
The thing is, you have to adapt to it, and a lot of niggas are on different schedules. So when this person's over here, this person over here. You know what I mean? You got to make the collaboration work. You got to be able to adapt to that shit. But in the old school, like, and nowadays,
PA, the ball be out.
Yeah, so you moving around. You know and that's crazy because like back in the day, niggas was moving around too, but they always made that time to actually go to the studio and have that.
And it changed.
I mean, you know, a track can be hot. The way it's done now, like Sinner's beats over here, it's my verse.
Something about being in the room.
It still can be hot, but when you're in the room with somebody and you vibe up with them,
I want to cut you, but that's what that's why I feel like doing features. Because sometimes I feel like the artist got to be right there and feel like
because
you feeling to be on the song.
Exactly, energy. Because you know what it is. Because you can be like I can send you a track. And have some shit on it. You might not totally understand it, but you don't have the ability to ask me like, yo, what's that about? What that really mean? You know what I mean? Without that ability to do that,
let's get lost in translation too.
Without the ability to
definitely, I hate that.
Yeah, without the ability to be like, yo, what that mean? When you said that,
the mind exaggerates a lot.
It does, and you see everything through the lens of what you want to see.
Or just not limit you.
Not what it is.
And you can't explain much in the email, even
though you can't.
Chat, I feel it's crazy because
we got no access.
It's crazy because I feel totally different about that.
No access to you guys shit like that.
Well, let me give this quick.
Ain't nothing there, bro.
Like what he said. Say that again.
Every individual has a scenario working in their mind.
Like every person has their own perspective of seeing things. So
you got that beat?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny you say that because I was thinking one day, I was like, yo, whatever your mind sees, you have to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could be sitting right here, and if I see somebody standing right there, I see somebody standing right there. You know, you niggas can tell me that there was nobody here, like, nigga, I saw somebody right there. So whatever your mind, like tells you what's going on, that's all you have to go up on.
You might have to be in a padded room after that.
Yeah, you
might. Imagine how hard it is as a producer when somebody's texting you what they want and you gotta put that into it. You gotta translate. It has to translate.
That's one reason why I stopped producing because I'm a type of producer that I go in without no idea what I'm gonna do. I was gonna go in there. Everything, man, nigga. I make music for Showcase. My man Showcase make music for movies. We make beats, all type of shit. But I'm saying exactly what you're saying. I don't like going in and making music with an idea to have to make music like somebody else. Right. You know what I mean? Because that's what sucks about producing that. That's why I stopped because I like to make fucking I like to be creative and just make whatever comes out. But motherfuckers be like, yo, you gotta beat like Metro Boomin. You gotta beat like somebody else. So now,
what's your point on not writing music?
So now,
I'm an artist, and to be 100 with you, I can't write music because it throws me off as soon as I stop putting a pen on the pad.
Well, this you have that means you have to have a great engineer. Because if you don't like, if you don't go back in that zone. But this is what you have to do, right? If you like the freestyle, I don't want you to start all over from the beginning. I want you to take your first freestyle and we're gonna pick through it. Right. We're gonna pick through the right lines. This line is dope. This line is dope. Keep the line. Keep the line. This line is whack. Keep that line out.
Freestyle session. Let's do it right now.
Let's go.
Real quick. Hold on. Hey, yo, can we just throw the rest out there, or we gonna have time to talk after?
Nah, we got time in the world. Tell you the truth. On some real shit. But. Technically speaking, the show goes. That's just wrong. We ain't up there. 7:56.
That's CP time right there. That's CP time.
We gotta give a couple extra people out from out of state, like I said.
All right, so what we gonna do?
And all of that shit. So when we come out your way, you know, just
show you nothing but love. Yo.
That's what it is.
All right, man. That's what we do.
Tony Red, double shout out to WPGC. He always got me.
What's the main?
Yo, I'm gonna put a random beat, man. I don't know.
We got songs on rotation right now.
Shout out Rich the Kid.
Shout out Tony Red.
Yo, nah, I'm gonna put on. Yo, I don't know. Yo, so let's go.
Hey, shout out DJ Alizé
That's
too.
my age right there.
Yeah, shout out Alizé.
DJ.
What you gonna do?
Shout out all the DJs in the DMV.
Yeah, man. Envy.
Shout out Fashion Kings Clothing.
Shout out Envy. Shout out DJ.
Hey, when y'all go to Baltimore, make sure y'all go to Fashion Kings Clothing.
Now listen, every life comes with a death sentence. So I'm in this hustle for life with no parole. Conspiracy to the paper chase. I had the dreams, I had the vision. I've been through open mics and free shows. Now I open mics and free souls.
Bring it back.
Free souls. Man, you the white at the free throw. Yeah, well, it's like a rapper that me and Smokey back to back. I flip it like an acrobat. Dominique Dawes. Bars. Rhode Island, not a flight, you in cars. But I took the same cars up to Mars. No, I didn't, but I had to think real hard. Just to make it real rhyme, that's in real time.
Real time.
Real live.
Real time. It's called off the top. And y'all niggas better get a nigga props. Cause when I come with that thing and they go bop bop, gonna leave your head off the top. I got all the guap, but y'all niggas ain't ready to.
They want me to be I told them kiss my ass and nigga beat feet. I got lots of I told my dad he needs to practice what he's preaching.
That's what my dad.
Blood, you niggas like a leech. Kick you in the face while you walking down the street. Beat feet, the game is on lock. We send them to the bottom every time we
top.
Don't stop. And I got the bass beat bumping. And I got the hi-hats and the beat thumping. And I got that snare, I can like it, don't care. And the bitch is white and her skin is fair.
Team Pro, cause she's paying Team Pro V. And I get at it hard, dog, you know me. Sipping some OE, cool dog, no dog. Niggas go through and slipping on some old dog. Oh shit, I'm on some old Gorilla Glue. Come through one man squad, but kill your crew. It's usually D in this bitch, nigga, get your pocket validated.
Niggas better get yourself situated. Niggas talking all that shit, I know they hate it. Niggas come back to my squad, I know they debate it. Who's the real nigga? Cash Dad nigga. Y'all niggas is scissors. Get your shit cut. Y'all niggas ain't nothing. My squad is corrupt without no dog pound.
We the foreign niggas and we straight up out of Maryland. We hit the West, we bring that dope straight back to Maryland. Whip it out of Maryland, flip it out of Maryland. And the actions what we get it, shit we get it.
Out of Maryland.
Fucked up, I hit the cut, get my mind right. I know that great things is finna come when the time's right. Respect and salute a nigga that's willing to ride for you. Know that the wolves are gunning for you, but he still come outside.
Ride for you.
Ready to ride with you, strap up to that fire with you. And if it's necessary, he gon' hit the stand, he gon' lie.
See, I was walking down the streets where hard life starts and suddenly my mind pops. Damn, I'm thinking if another brother got shot down or another mother crying for help to feed his son and a daughter. And a father who felt deep in love, but it made him to suffer. It's like I'm hearing and praying and saying, if someone's looking down upon me. See, now it's losing faith, but I say, take your time, sink down and contemplate if life is real or love is fake. Cause every day in life is another story. But them know I can see me make it.
Make it. Rise.
Stay for me, mother eyes.
Mother eyes.
Them know I can see me make it. And them know I can see me
rise.
Stay for me, mother eyes.
Rise.
That's what we do. I can't write that.
One more. You do me a favor with next week. Can you make that a little bit faster tempo, like newer beat?
But just skipping through.
Nah, I don't even know what the beat sound like. Let me see.
Just skipping through.
That's what I like about it.
You got a new joint, right?
Random.
You got something fast tempo,
Do the
right?
ice cream.
Ice cream joint.
Wu-Tang?
These niggas gonna have me.
Oh, you want to do the ice cream joint? Let's do it.
Oh,
I'll even jump on that.
Yeah, I'll jump on that.
Damn, man.
PA.
That's how they going over here. I'm feeling the love, bro.
Hold on, let me see.
That's how y'all kicking it out here.
Hey, that's how we doing it, yo. You just set the bar with that last joint.
I mean, it's so slight, man. That's how we say this so slight, man.
I'm just mad y'all didn't bring no shakers, no Harleys, no nothing.
Hey, I got something for you. I got the 4-piece mumbo song.
Let's take it to soul food.
Here we go, y'all ready?
Yeah, we got
y'all ready?
This one too.
Oh, we got it. We can't hear everybody.
Hold on. Turn that shit on.
We're gonna get to speakers. We're gonna do it to speakers.
I'm gonna do it like that. I wasn't gonna rap. Hey Flex. I don't know what Flex show on. They got you, man.
That's how we gotta do it.
Cause they got the hottest mo. Oh, let me take that back.
Shout out Joe.
Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it poppin' like MC Light around some dikes. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, where my big bro at? Busta Rhymes. I know you watching.
This is a classic. We gotta go, right?
I'm not the one to be F with.
Hey.
I hit up Kyrie like load up the next hit.
Hey.
The right hook, then the left kick.
Hey.
Shit. Eat balls for breakfast. I think my mama had a Lexus. Real lie, I had a girl named Alexa. She want me to eat her for breakfast. No mama. Gold mama. I need platinum and gold mama. On the road mama. I need a road mama. Wait, I'm out the mind cause I think I'm out of control. I'm trying to go across the globe mama. I gotta stand mama. So fucking low. I got a plane trying to hit the stand mama. Mama. I wreck the tribe, not the clan mama.
Not the clan.
Mama.
Wild of the place. It's the scars in your grill. It's the scars in your face. It's the way we go when we try to replace. It's the way you do it. There's dishonor on your face. Man, so remove us. Where game, I move away. Fuck these Judas. Ones that will betray you, try to slay you and back. They be trying to move against you like sell some crack. Bring the culture back like 95. Back to when niggas was rapping when shit
was live.
I'm like atomic bomb, nobody will survive. I can do it, all you do is speak that jive. I'm from the tribe of men that'll bury kings. I'm from the one that don't worship those things that they put in front of us and they try to stand. I'm a god, but I die with man.
Hey yo, we some real motherfuckers. Call me a professional sucker ducker. I would chuck her, nigga, as far as I can throw them. It's how I can trust them. Nigga, I don't trust them. I got the 9 and I will buck them. Fly from Milwaukee, you a sucker motherfucker. Nigga, you a lucky motherfucker don't run up on you and hit you with the chucker.
My brother told me money coming, made it sit tight. We the ones gonna be on top when the shit's right. My OG in the cage cause he went white. My bitch ain't never gonna leave me cause my dick right.
Hey.
Get the guap shit. I'm talking acting like a monster on some god shit. My nigga upstate facing immigration. And my nigga
Lobster round niggas. My sound super found to the dumbfound niggas. Take your name and run it in the ground. Round niggas like me, we wild like them clown town niggas. Smoke weed, hustle like I'm Joaquin Noah. Ignore the police like them niggas don't know it. They know it's quite familiar, got that real good paraphernalia. A paralegal when the pair of niggas that'll kill you.
Look, I'm painting pictures. Swear to God, they so vivid. Me and my niggas, yeah, we know to go get it. Fuck with my niggas, yeah, you know to go on fishing. Finding Nemo and shit, chemo and shit. They killing. We real vicious. Real. Y'all call them real bitches. I know some real bitches, but they real women. Think about it. Think about it. Why she next to me? Everything I get, I kill that. They want the recipe. Same KFC, Popeyes, and you Popeyes with me with that. Break the shit down. That's like Kit Kat. That me.
My nigga on some wild ass shit. Niggas be with that. Come on with their back door like a fucking neighbor though. Niggas coming through, give you niggas straight flavor though. I ain't talking about no popsicles and shit. I'm talking about that rock. You pop nickels and quick, nigga. Click clack with the remotes and shit. Niggas leave you somewhere straight remote, you dig? In the outskirts. I'm in the outskirts. And I'm doing that shit, dog. I'm about dirt. Muddy shit. Straight gruddy shit. That nigga's lips is fucked up, straight cruddy, kid.
DMV in the building. Rhode Island representing. DMV is in the fucking building. You hearing this shit? This shit is fire. Fucking fire. Chop Radio Live.
What we doing?
We ain't done yet.
What we doing?
Ain't done yet.
We ain't done yet.
It's fun. Beat drop.
Up top.
We ain't done yet.
Let the
Hey.
beat drop.
I'm about to take him to school right quick.
Right, let's do it. Go for it.
Hey,
take him to school, Pop.
I don't mean to
educate these boys.
Yo, we keep it on the chops. Bad mine and cookie cups from the streets, me now go run away. Yo, me keep it on the chops. Burn bad mine and cookie cups, and no medium can't set in on them traps. Cause from the streets, me now go run away. Hey, never gonna lose my faith.
Man's for the hold up. 8 kids, we grown up. Cause the bitch wanna control us. You heard of my city. Ride through like Diddy. You want some, get with me. I spit the whole thing 50-50. Now back and chase. Me and I be rolling out. Y'all niggas all pussy. That shit we don't know about. Grind good, go get it, go hit it. Yo bitch, she bending over. Ain't drunk, I'm just sober. I ain't got leftovers.
Hey, they all talk, I'm all skilled.
Hey.
Ballin' in the city like Brad Pitt.
Hey.
Still sticking on 9, nigga, it's all still. MD, real Turk shit. Cause you know my niggas, we merch shit. Go get it, better purchase. Go online and purchase.
No time for this. With my game and see the mist. I'll be guarded at 666. All these dudes, they think with their dicks. Throw the game and I seen the fire. Thought the game, but I seen the liar. Thought the pain, but I seen the fire. You like Nick when he left Mariah.
No need for APB. Nigga like scissors and the motherfucking suckers. You niggas don't wanna play with me. Boys stay cool in the Eskimo pussy. But when nigga wild, I call him grizzly bear. On that road to greatness, and I'm taking any path that
take me there.
Piff, puff, and Landy simple. Keep thinking shit be
handy, nigga.
On my side is man's best friend, and my friend show come in handy, nigga. Money talk is cheap, and I ain't buying what you selling. Can't fuck with bitch niggas like yo. I guess you can say I'm
celibate.
Money on my mind.
Oh my God.
Call me
Tony Hawk.
Had these niggas blowing in the wind. If you think that you gon'
blow me off,
phone me soft. Yeah, I know, and I can see that in this rap. No, put the go to that bitch niggas hand with a half
the body respect.
Can't take these niggas serious. First of all, they pants too tight. I gave your bitch a pill and then
I make go ahead with all that bullshit. Got a full clip and an attitude. Bad mix like holy water and the evil doer. You want it, nigga? I'll bring it to you. UPS, FedEx. I don't need swag, cause my verse is real and my beats bang like rough sex. Rough neck, rude boy. We smoking Q's, not schoolboy. I take a dose. That's cool, girl. Is that molecule? Is that cool, girl?
I wonder what they talking about. Fuck what their mama about. Take it to your mama house. Turn it into a haunted house. Got it. You know how it feel. When the water's all over and your life's gone too real. Too real for still. Set up with that gold. I've been chilling in the crib like I'm just 2 years old. I'm hold on the candle cause it's burning handle. We are good.
Go ahead with all that bullshit. Got a full clip. No, I'ma do it like this. Y'all niggas wish you can flow anything like this. I look for the fence. I'm Barry Bonds. I bet arms. They hug your bitch. How you gonna act? Cameras, lights, looking at me like damn me nice. Like a summer day, I shed that light. Use Facebook rappers for sacrifice. My ace of spades, you most in ice. Double possess, poker dice, and you a rat. What's up with that?
How you gonna go from man to mice, nigga?
Let's go to be in the kitchen. Everybody just whipping them chickens. These niggas, they wanna be like me. I see y'all got ambition. Just keep wishing. I dish it. She take it. Bucky naked. She said you can't satisfy you to get the truth, but you be faking. Hey yo, turn that shit off, yo. Hey yo, before we go, everybody give their handles out where they can find all these dope ass niggas, yo. These niggas fucking milk that shit. That was the most fun. That was a lot of fun. Yo, my nigga, that was the most fun baby shit. It was so fun like this, nigga.
It was one of the best. Sometimes we go and they say, I got a rap.
I had a rap.
It's a rap show.
Man.
It's not even a rap. It's
Word. All freestyle.
Ask a question. Y'all got a song? Y'all got something going on. You know what I'm saying? That little.
That's my brother. That's my brother. That's my little brother.
Yeah, y'all can tell that. Yeah, I respect that.
I'm the ugly stepbrother, right? I'm light skinned. Yeah, I'm light skinned, so I know.
Yo, we gotta wrap this up, yo. With that being said, man, like everybody know, like when you get your hand, when you get your YouTube, Facebook, everybody shit.
On IG, Pac Marley, PAC_MARLY on YouTube. Y'all can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know.
Word, man. Just keep going, down the line.
And we got a clothing line 3G. Y'all can shop online.
Make sure you send us some videos.
And I got my own. It's tailored. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get online and go get it. Website.
Word, man.
And do we have shirts for? We got a couple shirts for y'all.
Word. We love free stuff.
Some of y'all.
This nigga right here.
Do you have a size schmedium for my dark skin brother?
Extraction just cause they just came out with the black dark skin people, they winning right now.
He's winning the skin.
All right, we got
Peace to Ghana, y'all.
One more hammer. Kyrie, go keep getting up. Word. Holla. Catch y'all next week. Turn it up.